enough to come up with huge victories about a week and a half ago that notched that 4 seed for them, allowed them to host today. We encourage everybody to come out to Orofino Junior Senior High School to watch this. Winner goes on to play the number 1 seed Grangeville, the loser done for the year. And so Orofino has had a lot of ups and downs. CJ, they've pulled off some surprising victories, and they've had some very lopsided losses as well. And you betcha that Dave Olive is going to have this team ready to play tonight, because if you're not, the season is over with, and the only thing you have to look forward to is softball in the spring now.
Yeah, most definitely. And you may take a look at this ball game on paper as the Lumberjacks come in 3-13 overall, 1-6 in league play. The Maniacs at 5-13, 2-6. And you may think that, the Maniacs have this in the bag. They're playing the last place team in the league, but that is not the case. These two teams have split on the season up at St. Mary's early in the season. The Lumberjacks eked out a 3-point victory. Maniacs did rebound later in the season when they started playing a little bit better basketball and won by 13 here at home, but the two teams fairly evenly matched. We should be in store for a pretty good ball game tonight.
You know, you're hoping that the home cooking will serve the Lady Maniacs here today. They got a chance to stay home, while St. Mary's, on the other hand, that's a long, tumultuous drive from St. Mary's to Orofino in the wintertime, and you know that bus had to be traveling slow, and the longer you sit on the bus, the more you get a chance to get all stoved up, and you know, you got aches and pains, and you're going, I just want to get off this bus and start stretching.
Yeah, you try to get yourself stretched out. You're all cold, and it has been snowing quite a bit, and of course it'll probably snow way more in St. Mary's.
Yeah.
So as you said, the bus ride was probably a long and grueling one, and both these teams, if they want to move forward in the playoffs, they're set up for a gauntlet as the winner tonight. They have a very quick turnaround. They have to head to the top dog in the league, the Grangeville Bulldogs, tomorrow, and they're always a tough team that you have to get through, and Priest River and Kellogg, no slouch either.
No. You might have heard the cheers from the fans as the Orofino Lady Maniacs just came out here onto the court. St. Mary's landed here at about 20 minutes to 4, and they are still in the locker room. They have yet to come out to warm up or at all, CJ. So we should let folks know that this game just might tip off a few minutes later, but nonetheless, we encourage people to come on out and watch.
Yeah, the Orofino Lady Maniacs, led by Coach Dave Olive. He's a little hampered with an injury of his own, and he seems to have rolled his ankle, and I believe also getting over a little bit of sickness that's been traveling around. Everyone has gotten that. I definitely was laid up for a few days myself, but on the other side it is Tammy Holdall leading the St. Mary's Lumberjacks into battle. The Lady Maniacs in their home whites, they're doing a little mic-in drill at the moment, running through some lay-in stuff, and we still have yet to see the St. Mary's Lumberjacks emerge from the locker room. But Jeff and I will take a quick break, and it'll be Riverside Physical Therapy schedules and scores coming up after this.
Calling out.
Show your spirit and unleash your school colors with a debit MasterCard from P1FCU. With our exclusive high school and college designs, you can represent your school with pride. To join the P1FCU Mascot Madness, visit P1FCU.org to see all our designs. P1FCU, a Pacific Northwest original since 1938, insured by NCUA.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch, breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary's.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? Do you need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home or shop? You need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Idaho. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the IHSAA and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Well, well, well. Are you in need of a reputable, experienced, and knowledgeable well drilling and pump company? Look no further than Interstate Drilling and Pump. Interstate Drilling and Pump drills new wells, deepens existing wells, installs and repairs pumps, and does well testing both for water quality and gallons per minute. Interstate Drilling and Pump has 24-plus years of experience and serves from Moscow to Rathdrum and the Silver Valley. Well, what are you waiting for? Get on their schedule today. That's Interstate Drilling and Pump, 208-245-5101. 208-245-5101, Interstate Drilling and Pump.
Tax time is here again. I know, it's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care, so you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
Winner of this match right now between St. Mary's and Orofino. As you said, CJ, things get a quick turnaround. The winner of this contest will travel to Grangeville to play tomorrow evening. There's some big football game happening on Sunday. They call it the Super Bowl. But the most important thing to know about Sunday is pitchers and catchers report for their first day in Major League Baseball. And that, my friends, is Schedules and Scores brought to you by Riverside Physical Therapy. CJ and I will come back to Maniac Jim and Orofino versus St. Mary's right after this.
Janelle Martin Holmes, your Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's, is a proud Lumberjack supporter because they're her hometown team. When it comes to insurance, that's also one reason so many people in St. Mary's choose Farm Bureau insurance. They have a complete line of insurance products including auto, home, commercial, and life, plus they have great customer service and competitive rates. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Mary's. So let's hear it for our hometown teams. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's at 105 North 8th Street, St. Mary's.
Right now at Les Schwab, it's the deal you've been waiting for. The Score More sales event. Save up to $160 instantly on a wide selection of 4 tires and 4 wheels. Plus, every tire is covered by America's best tire warranty. 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. Just one more way you'll get more from less. Stop by the store or find your tires at leschwab.com. Limited time offer while supplies last. See leschwab.com/sale for details.
Larry's Truck Repair and Sales in St. Mary's is a proud supporter of Lumberjack Sports. Larry's Truck Repair and Sales is actually much more than the name says. Not only are they a repair shop and sales center for your big rig needs, whether it's a log truck or a dump truck, Larry's Truck Repair and Sales can get you back on the road. Larry's Truck Repair also offers trucking, pit run rock, dirt work, asphalt paving, and seal coating. You could say Larry is a jack of all trades. Larry's Truck Repair and Sales located at 489 West Meadowhurst Road in St. Mary's. Give them a call at 208-582-0556. Larry's Truck Repair and Sales.
Championship from Lodge at River's Edge, Best Western.
And we will welcome you back once again. 7:20 on the clock until we get things going here from Orofino High School. The Orofino Lady Maniacs, the 4 seed in the Central Idaho League District Tournament, hosting the 5 seed St. Mary's Lumberjacks in a district play-in game. One loss and you're out here in this ball game, and once the winner moves on to the next round, then it'll be a double elimination of play. The St. Mary's Lumberjacks have finally emerged onto the floor, Jeff. They're in their Lumberjack green uniforms. They have some nice uniform personalized tops, warm-up tops, and on the other side, Lady Maniacs in their home whites getting some jumpers up, but looking forward to a game between rivals.
You know, we have the Grangeville Bulldogs in the Central Idaho League, CJ. They are the top dog. They have been the top dog for some time. I mean, their program just continues to generate excellent players. Second seed, or finishing number 2 in the tournament, the Kellogg Wildcats, followed by Priest River, and then Orofino, and then St. Mary's. And, you know, there's been a lot of change in this league over the past couple of years. Other than Grangeville remaining at the top, 2 through 5 always seems to shift around a little bit. So anything can happen during this tournament. Again, as we said, the winner of this contest here has got the audacious event of going to Grangeville tomorrow to play in that 6 o'clock game. If Orofino should be the victor tonight, you will be there tomorrow to begin a broadcast at 5:45 from Grangeville High School.
You know, we've seen the Lady Maniacs overcome a lot of hurdles this year. We've seen them struggle against pressure, but then later in the ball game make adjustments and find a way to beat the full court press. We've seen them struggle defensively, but then really batten down the hatches in the second half. We've seen them struggle from the field, then come out and have a fantastic third quarter and come right back in games where they have been well behind. But the area that they have struggled a lot in this year, outside of really struggling from the charity stripe, which is something that I'm sure Coach Dave Olive has really made a point to address in practice, but they also do have a tendency to struggle giving up way too many second chance opportunities and giving up offensive rebounds. And that's something that I think is going to be a huge factor here tonight. When they played and beat St. Mary's last time, they had Riley Diffin. She had 13 points and 13 rebounds. She went 4 for 4 from the free throw line in that ball game. Caitlin Curtis had 13.7 rebounds. Liv Johnson, 10.8 rebounds, and they were able to get that 13-point victory. So I think that is one of the big things here tonight that could be the difference maker.
You know, when you think about limiting St. Mary's to 1 shot, possibly 2, you've got to get underneath the bucket. You've got to block out. You've got to be able to maybe get Caitlin and her wingspan to just put her arms out, block everybody out, and allow a Maniac to get the offensive rebound if it's not her herself. It's so important. We even saw in the last game that you and I did together here with Orofino is that on a missed second free throw, Orofino was giving up that offensive rebound. That's just almost something you cannot do.
Yeah, it's so demoralizing. Yeah. You have a great defensive possession, you force a missed shot, and then they have 2 to 3 more opportunities because they continue getting offensive rebounds, and that's something that the good teams are able to overcome. They're able to find a way to get that position down low. It's all about getting position early and, of course, using your body to box out. But I think that the Maniacs going to need to focus on really hitting those defensive boards here tonight.
You know, Caitlin Curtis, I want to visit about her just real briefly once again, CJ. She does a pretty good job in the paint on those short shots. On the misses, though, she's got to be able to clean up that missed shot and put it back up again. It's so imperative on that rebound. If she does come up with it, she's got to keep that ball up high.
Most definitely. I think that is a little bit why Orofino and Coach Dave Olive have really been spreading things out offensively. You'll see them running 5 out, 4 out, 1 in looks, and I think that is trying to eliminate congestion down low because Caitlin does have, as you said, that tendency to bring the ball down once she catches. She really likes to bring that ball down and then immediately go left, and when the lane is not congested, she's going to have a little bit more opportunity and not run right into a defender immediately when she takes off, and it'll give her a little bit more room to operate and hopefully limit onto those turnovers down low.
You know, and CJ, a lot of people say, well, the important thing here is get a strong start. Sure, that's what everybody needs to do in every single game. You've got to have a strong start.
I was hoping to start slow.
That's right. But for the Maniacs, they have proven that they are a very good second half team, especially a fourth quarter team. And so should they get behind, there's no reason at all to hang your head, because this is a very strong finishing club.
Most definitely. I also do think that it's important that the two that really provide the physicality down low, Liv Johnson and Riley Diffin, they need to find a way to stay out of foul trouble. If they end up picking up a quick foul or two, they have to be really, really smart and really patient with how they play defensively, because the Maniacs cannot afford to have one of them missing from the lineup. We've seen how that goes when Liv Johnson got hurt early in one of the ball games. They were right there with their opponents, but then things just kind of went downhill as they didn't have her presence anymore. And both of them are so vital to the game plan of the Maniacs and everything that they do.
You know, you've got some kids on this Maniac club that can score, definitely. But the thing that you've got to watch, you just got to make sure that you don't get overzealous on trying to limit St. Mary's from that offensive rebound. You can't afford fouls that are going to take you out of the game early, because Dave Olive has got a plan and he wants to execute that plan, but you can't if you have one or two of your starters on the bench.
And it looks as though we might be starting this game about on time. We are a couple minutes behind at the moment, but both teams have headed over to their respective benches, and it looks like we are about to go through the code of conduct and the national anthem. So Jeff and I will take a quick break as Jen Rudia gets on the mic, and we will be back with starting lineups and a tip-off. All of that and more after this.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Mary's community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreational facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our community. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh yeah, and let's not forget those lumberjacks.
Any adventure, any task, anytime. There's a Yamaha utility ATV for any ride and any rider. See the full lineup at St. Mary's Son Cycle. Adventure seekers can start with the trail-tested capability and comfort of the Yamaha Grizzly lineup. For the ultimate in mid-size ATV performance, check out the Yamaha Kodiak 450. And for those who mix work and pleasure, the Yamaha Kodiak 700 line devours chores and leaves room for adventure. Find your utility ATV at St. Mary's Son Cycle or YamahaMotorsports.com. ATVs are recommended for use only by riders aged 16 years and older. ATVs can be hazardous to operate. Yamaha recommends an approved training course. For safety and training information, see your dealer or call 1-800-887-2887. Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need, from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler dropped in the toilet to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goal. Hughes Ace Hardware is the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to savings. But it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the hot deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to savings.
End of the anthem, KLER Orofino, and we also have listeners on our YouTube channel, KLER 1300 AM. It's time for some Maniac postseason basketball. We are about to announce the starting lineups as the 4-seed Orofino Lady Maniacs host the 5-seed St. Mary's Lumberjacks here at Orofino High, and the loser goes home. The winner continues on and has a date with Grangeville tomorrow night in Grangeville. Dave Olives leads the Maniacs, Tammy Holdall on the other side. And the first starter for the St. Mary's Lumberjacks, Brenna Elliott. She's a senior. Now Maddie Thomas, another senior in the lineup for the St. Mary's Lumberjacks. Junior Bailey Martin is the third to be announced. Avery Bear, another senior. It's a senior-laden lineup. 4 of the 5 are seniors, and the final is Danica Sloper. That's Brenna Elliott, Maddie Thomas, Bailey Martin, Avery Bear, and Danica Sloper. Now for your Orofino Lady Maniacs. The first starter, a sophomore, and the offense runs through her, the primary ball handler for the Lady Maniacs, and she's got a pretty good intro going on right now, but it is Sierra Tonnevold, a sophomore youngster, a lot more left in her career as a Lady Maniac. Paige Deo, a freshman, breaking into the starting lineup here tonight, along with Liv Johnson, the senior underneath. And the majority of the height comes from Caitlin Curtis. She's a junior. And Riley Diffin, she carries a bunch of the scoring load for the Lady Maniacs, and she's really been hot here towards the tail end of the season. She's the final starter announced. Once again, that's Sierra Tonnevold, Paige Deo, Liv Johnson, Caitlin Curtis, and Riley Diffin. As Lady Maniacs huddle up for their final huddle prior to the start of this one, it'll be Caitlin Curtis. Across from her is Danica Sloper. And as usual, Danica giving up a few inches in height to Caitlin Curtis. She has pretty good numbers when it comes to opening the winning tip, or winning the opening tip. The Jacks in their away green uniforms. Maniacs in their home whites. Tip is up. We're underway, and the Lady Maniacs will win it. Sierra Tonnevold controls it for the Maniacs. The 2-3 zone is the set for the Lumberjacks as Tonnevold catches corner, skips it across to Johnson. She slides right, kicks it back out to Diffin on the right wing. Diffin takes a couple dribbles corner. Dribble handoff to Johnson, who skips it over to Tonnevold. Lady Maniacs running a high-low look at the moment with Curtis at the high post as Johnson gets it corner to Tonnevold. Tonnevold skips it across Diffin, mid-range jumper out just outside the elbows, a little bit short. Curtis secures the rebound, then travels. And once again, brought that ball down where the rest can get to it. And the travel turns it over to the Lumberjacks as they see their first possession. Bringing it up is Avery Baird. She gets it over to Elliott. Back up top, Baird. Over on the left side, it is Thomas who lets it fly. Didn't draw iron, and the rebound kept alive by Brenna Elliott. There's those offensive rebounds we were talking about. Driving middle, Avery Baird. Nice dump down underneath. Bailey Martin could not finish from short. And we still have goose eggs on the scoreboard as the Maniacs with the rebound. Tonnevold brings it right up the middle, gets it to Johnson on the right side, then cuts corner. Now to the high post with Caitlin Curtis. She'll take it out to the left wing. Stumbles, loses the handle. Coming away with it, Avery Baird. Baird will bring it up for the Jacks. Gets the top of the key to Sloper. Sloper open. Instead gets it over on the left side. Martin will fire for 3. It's off the left side of the rim. And Curtis with another rebound. I believe she's got 3 rebounds already in this one. Tonnevold will set up the offense. Still a 2-3 zone as Johnson catches on the wing. Diffin cuts across the middle and said, get it inside to Deo, who's doubled and able to get it back out up top with Diffin. Diffin pushes it up the middle. She's got 3 defenders around her as they play pack, but able to get it to Johnson. Johnson banks in a mid-range jumper, about a 12-footer. Gets the Maniacs on the board as they lead it 2-0. And a lofted up pass underneath on the other side for Maddie Thomas. And she has it stolen away, then tipped out of bounds from Tonnevold. And it'll stay with Maniacs. They'll have it near the half-court line. Just 2 minutes gone here in the opening quarter. Out top in that zone is Avery Beard along with Brenna Elliott as Tonnevold gets it to Diffin on the left side, then gets it again corner. Gets it inside to Curtis. Curtis on the baseline, pushed underneath the buckets. Nice find just in front of the free throw line. Johnson 2 for 2.
Nice feed to Johnson, who is free on the free throw line, CJ.
Now Bailey Martin catches on the right wing, but Diffin there to strip it away. She'll get it to Tonavold, who will slowly walk it up. She's defended by Elliott. Now Diffin wide open on the three-point line, but will hang on to it. Gets it to Tonavold in the corner. Quick pass inside Curtis. Curtis has position. She's able to kick it off the glass for 2. Caitlin Curtis starting off the game well here against the Lumberjacks, and Coach Holdall doesn't like the way things started. She'll take a quick timeout. 5:10 to go in the first quarter. 6-0 Maniacs. What a start. And it'll be Jeff and I taking a timeout as well. 30 seconds. We'll be back with more Maniac basketball on KLER Orofino.
Jack Fuel Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses, and most importantly, people. Jack Fuel Trucking believes in responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, when you take a close look, those aren't just chips, they're an entire community. Jack Fuel Trucking.
Sponsoring today's OHS broadcast, your friends at Peak Physical Therapy, the Real Estaters, and Best Built Builders.
Back from the timeouts, Baird will run the points for the Lumberjacks. It's a 2-3 zone for Orofino. Tonavold and Johnson out top. As pass out top is too high for Baird. Tonavold there. She got nobody to beat in transition. A little lefty lay-in. And she scores at the bucket. Maniacs go up 8-0 here in the early going. Olive has to be happy with how his team has started as Baird catches trailing up top, gets it over to Elliott on the right side. Elliott drives the baseline. The pass inside is tipped and stolen away. Diffin gets the outlets to Tonavold. Tonavold long pass ahead to Deo on the right side. Deo has it on the wing. Gets it to a trailing Tonavold. Now Johnson up top. Back to Tonavold. Tonavold one dribble. Pulls a little 15-footer from the right side. No good. A little bit short. Fighting for her own rebound. She gets a long rebound. Gets it out to Johnson on the right side. Johnson pulls up. Mid-range jumper is a little bit short. And a foul called on the ensuing rebound. It'll be against Orofino. That is going to go against Caitlin Curtis, her first team foul of the evening. 4:14 on the clock, 8-0 Orofino. Baird catches, gets it to Elliott. Now over on the right side to Thomas. Thomas doubled, back out open for 3 is Elliott. She knocks it down. That'll be a 3-ball. And the Lumberjacks now on the board as they answer. A 5-point lead for Orofino, 8-3. Johnson now will take over the ball handling duties. She gets it to Diffin on the left side. She'll attack, pulls up, now hands it off to Johnson just behind the free throw line. Her jumper is too long, but Curtis another offensive rebound off the kick out. Diffin misses. Diffin another offensive rebound on the baseline, and a foul is called. She looks to split defenders. First foul on St. Mary's. That goes against Elliott. Johnson will take it out on the baseline. They put one on each elbow. Curtis on the block. And it goes into Curtis. Curtis using that height. She just shoots over the defender, banks it in good. She's a pro. It goes by now. 10-3 is our score. They get it to the high post. Quick out on the right side as Thomas puts up a 15-footer and nothing but net good as Maddie Thomas will cut it to a 5-point lead, 10-5. Sierra Tonavold now will run the point once again. 3 out, 2 in for Orofino. She enters it to the right side, skips across Diffin just outside the elbow, rattles in and out on the jumper, and the loose ball is tipped out of bounds. It'll be Orofino ball underneath Johnson.
Diffin's shot was, maybe 3/4 of the way down, CJ, but the English just carried that ball right off the back of the rim and out.
Did not get the roll pass. Again goes into Curtis, and she's hammered from both sides as she goes up. They got a choice of who they want to call that foul on there. I think it's going to go against Thomas. And nope, it's going to go against Elliott. I thought I saw 5 on there.
Wow, that's the second quick foul on Elliott.
And Curtis's free throw is off the mark, no good.
Terry Bowling of Camus Financial Services and Riverside Physical Therapy. These are Maniac backers here on KLER Orofino.
And the lefty lets her second free throw fly. This one nestles in good, 1 for 2 from the charity stripe. And it is 11-5. And Elliott's with those quick 2 fouls will have to head to the bench. She'll probably be relegated there till a good way into the second quarter. And she has over half of their points. Over on the right side, Maddie Thomas catches on the right wing, defended closely by Diffin and Johnson, able to get it out to Camden Timken, who came into the ball game. Now to Thomas, free throw line. Baird hoists it up, and it's well off the mark. Rebound to Diffin. They're forcing some rough shots out of the Lumberjacks, and now they don't have one of their ball handlers in there. As Diffin catches on the wing, one dribble just inside the three-point line. The shot doesn't go, but Deo tracks down the long rebound, gets it out to Johnson. Johnson kicks it out to the 3-ball from Tonnevold. Is a little long. Curtis ties up the rebound with Martin, and a jump ball gives it to the Jacks.
Right now, the Maniacs out rebounding the Lumberjacks 8-1. CJ.
That is the big factor, and it's reflected in the score. 11-5. Orofino leads it. Timken catches, and her pass to the wing is stolen away by Diffin. Diffin in transition, running the floor. She bodies the defender. She takes it up, can't finish, and then cannot save it in bounds. Diffin would like to have that one back. She got a great look, just could not get it to go, as Sarah Bearden will check in for Tonnevold.
Yeah, found herself just a little underneath the bucket, CJ, and so the layup off the glass caught more of the bottom of the rim.
Avery Baird will run the point. Into the ball game, Adeline Turner, that is Kieran Elliott. Up top, Timken catches, gets it over to Elliott. Elliott's pass is tipped and stolen away by Curtis. Now Liv Johnson will run the point with Tonnevold on the bench. Gets it to Bearden on the right side. Bearden, the mid-range jumper, wide open. It rattles in and out, though. Johnson saves it in bounds to Sloper. Now ahead to Baird. Baird will push it up the middle of the floor. She'll attack, push the tempo, and her pass to a diving Elliott is off her hands, goes out of bounds. She was just behind the block, and she was going to gather and put it up, but she couldn't hang on.
St. Mary's with a great opportunity, CJ. 2 Maniac defenders had fallen down on the other end of the court, so it was effectively a 5-on-3 break, but they just couldn't finish.
Diffin, quick trigger, 3 from the left side. Nothing but net good. Riley Diffin with her first points of the evening, and Orofino goes up 14-5. The pass immediately stolen away by Adeo as they look to get it to the high post. Johnson brings it up the floor, spins left, gets it to Diffin on the left side. She wanted to put up another 3-ball, but a foul off the ball is called as Camden Timken is whistled for it. The Jacks playing pack defense. They want to force Orofino to beat them from the outside, as Coach Olive now will take a 30-second timeout. Just over a minute to go in the first. His team up 14-5. More Lady Maniac basketball in half a minute on KLER Orofino.
Hugh and Margie Gannon of St. Mary's are proud to support the Lumberjacks and this Lumberjack sports broadcast. The Gannons want to wish the Lumberjacks the best of luck this sports season and want you to know that they are proud of you. The Gannons say, "Go Lumberjacks!"
Do you need help finding that perfect gift? Looking for that personalized touch? Come to Jack's Pharmacy in St. Mary's and let us fill your balloons. Not only does Jack's carry all of your gift and party supplies, but we're here to serve you with all your personal care items. Come in and let our personal care experts help you find just what you need from our wide selection. If we don't have it, we can get it. Plan your party at Jack's Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy, where you'll receive personalized service and attention.
With a 9-point lead and the ball as they lead at 14-5. On the floor for Orofino, Ella Bearden, Liv Johnson, Sierra Tonnevold, Riley Diffin, and Caitlin Curtis as Johnson gets it to Tonnevold in the corner. Tonnevold defended by Elliott, now out and skipped across to Ella Bearden just in front of the three-point line. Her jumper is off the front iron, no good. A rebound is tied up as Sloper tied up with Diffin, and the arrow is to the Lady Maniacs. 48.4 seconds left in the first quarter. Game going pretty quickly. Johnson will take it out on the baseline. Gets it in deep to Diffin. Diffin surrounded by defenders. Kick out to Ella Bearden. Got away with the travel there, but she'll pick it up in the corner. Gets it out to Tonnevold. Now down to 37 on the clock. Ella Bearden catches on the right side. Tonnevold goes down in the corner, gets over to Johnson. Johnson attacking, pulls up, kicks it out. Bearden now across to Tonnevold. Tonnevold looking for a hole in the zone. Up top to Bearden. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Inside Curtis. And Curtis had two defenders there. It was tied up. And it'll be a full court pressure look from Orofino as the shot clock should be off with 21.6. St. Mary's full length of the court to go. A 1-2-2 pressure look. And they'll trap on the inbounds as Timpson catches and it's batted away from her out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Lumberjacks. Orofino trying to turn up the pressure. The Jacks will put two at the free throw line and split. And they get it into Caldwell. Caldwell can't catch it, but it goes right out of bounds, and it'll be, looks like Tonnevold got a hand in there.
Was that a kicked ball, CJ, or did she actually get a hand on it?
I did not see, but it is, the inbound is tipped and stolen away. Riley Diffin underneath, 13 seconds left, able to get it to Tonnevold, who can't finish from short. Another loose ball goes out of bounds, and he'll stay with Orofino this time. So 8.9 seconds left. Orofino with a chance to add to their 14-5 lead as they take it out on the baseline. Put one each free throw line extended, one each elbow into Ella Bearden in the corner. Right back to Johnson inside. Kicks it out to Curtis. Down to 4 on the clock. 3. Tonnevold, one dribble and off balance jumper inside the three-point line, no good. And that buzzer marks the end of the first quarter here from Orofino High School. After one, the Lady Maniacs lead at 14-5. Jeff and I will take a break. Second quarter action after this.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Idaho. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model. And it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Benoit, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work? M&S can do that too with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
And Curtis and Diffin as Johnson gets it over to Tonnevold on the right wing. Gets it to the high post, and a quick pass out to Diffin, and a foul called. Looks like Bearden got hit in the face.
Missed that totally, CJ. It was away from the ball. When the whistle blew, the ball was out here between the circles, and nobody was on.
Off the inbound, Diffin launches, foot on the line, a two-pointer, but she gets it to go. Riley Diffin now with 5 of her team's points, 16-5. They lead it as Elliott back in the ballgame. She got that third foul. Now the pass inside to Danica Sloper. Her short jumper is no good, and Tonnevold will bring it up the floor for Orofino. Slow it up as they set up the offense with Elliott and Baird out top in the zone. Bearden gets it to Johnson. Now out to Diffin. Diffin driving right down the middle, runs smack into Sloper and shovels it up. She's going to draw the foul and head to the free throw line.
CJ, it's 16-5. The only way we can have 16 is if they counted that as a three-point shot.
It was motioned as a 2 from our official. It was right in front as Riley Diffin. No, it was 14-5, the final score at the end of the first quarter. Diffin knocks down the free throw. So that was a 2-point basket. Second free throw off the mark from Diffin is Sloper with the rebound for the Jacks. Gets it ahead to Elliott. Now on the right side, and Maddie Thomas will shuffle step as she caught it, and she'll get called for the travel. Liv Johnson will inbound it to Tonnevold, and Dave Olive saying slow it down, push the tempo, or slow it down, keep it in the half court as we want to take advantage of our height. Johnson skips it across to Tonvold. Tonvold trying to get it inside. Sloper had position. Tipson steals it away. Gets it ahead to Elliott. Elliott pushing up the floor as the Jacks have numbers ahead to Thomas. Thomas, one dribble to the right, put it up. And cannot get the bucket to go. The loose ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be Lumberjack ball underneath. Dale checks back in for Curtis for the Maniacs.
I rechecked my math, and it is correct now.
Thomas gets it out top to Baird. Baird opens for three. The lefty launches it, and she drops it in good. As Avery Baird with the first points of the second quarter for the Lumberjacks. It's 17-8 now. Tonvold fakes right, gets it left. Ella Bearden thinks about a three. Instead drives, gets it inside to Johnson for a better shot, but it's off the back rim, no good. And the rebound, Elliott, she launches it ahead. Diffin steals it away and takes it hard at the bucket to draw the foul. And Riley Diffin headed back to the free throw line. He's 1 for 2 from there tonight.
As a team, the Maniacs 50%, 2 of 4 here in early shooting from the charity stripe.
Danica Sloper, that is her second foul, so a little bit of foul trouble for the Jacks as Diffin's first free throw down and out once again.
P1 FCU, Atkinson Distributing, Barlow Quality Trust, proud sponsors of our Maniac broadcast.
Riley Diffin looking at her second free throw. It is on the way, and nothing but net good. She's 2 for 4 from the free throw line tonight, and Orofino back in the lead by double digits, 18-8. It is Elliott bringing it up the floor. She gets it over to the corner with Martin. Martin quick pass inside. Sloper tries to attack between defenders, and a travel call.
With that travel call, CJ, that's the 12th turnover here for the Jacks with just 10 minutes gone in this game.
Wow. That is a lot of turnovers. Of course, we just saw a game earlier with over 60 combined turnovers as Johnson takes it inside, pulls up, kicks it out. Ella Bearden now back to Johnson, backed up into the corner. She drives baseline, gets it underneath post to post. Diffin misses, gets it back, able to clean up her own miss. And Riley Diffin getting back to work as always. 20-8 our score, and racing up the floor, lofting it up for Sloper underneath was Elliott, and went out of bounds untouched, but they're saying that it'll stay with the Lumberjack.
Yeah, it looks as though Johnson might have gotten a fingertip on it as it went out, CJ.
And it'll be Thomas, gets it in to Elliott in the corner, drives, gets it to Sloper. Sloper middle of the key. She'll put it up from short. It was contested and will not fall. Rebounds to Diffin. Diffin gets the outlet to Johnson. Johnson working against Elliott in the backcourt. Takes a screen from Tonvold. Now she's got some open space. Gets over Ella Bearden. Wide open. Catch and shoot. 3. And that is her specialty. That's what she's in there to do. Ella Bearden knocks it down. And it's 23-8. Orofino rushing out to the big lead on the right side. Kick corner, Thomas. And the 16-footer from the baseline, no good. Johnson emerges from the fray with the ball. She'll push it up the floor. Does not have numbers. She'll slow it up, but her defender flies by, and she opened up a little bit of room for a jumper, and she takes advantage of it as Love Johnson now has 6 points, 25-8. Under 5 to go in the first half. A little hesitation driving middle as Baird was able to get into the key, and she draws a foul against Orofino.
Yeah, that's going against Sierra, I believe. CAJ. Yeah, it is. It's her first foul.
Riley Diffin will check out of the ball game. In for her comes Caitlin Curtis, and the inbounds goes in underneath and right back to Thomas. Thomas gets it out to Baird. Baird defended closely by Tonvold, tries to hit Elliott on the back up, but it's batted out to Sloper. Sloper hands it off Thomas, back into Sloper. Sloper bumps her defender, then fadeaway jumper is short, and Johnson comes away with it. She'll get it to Tonvold. Tonvold will handle the ball for Orofino. Still the 2-3 zone for the Lumberjacks as Johnson catches on the left wing, gets it back to Tonvold. Now inside to Deo. Deo batted away from behind, but Tonvold there to keep the possession. Gets it to Johnson. Now over to Bearden on the right. Johnson cuts corner and catches. Thinks about it, then will pull the 3. It is short. And Baird will bring it up the floor. Long pass ahead to Elliott under the bucket. She skies up for it, but it's just off her fingertips out of bounds. And it'll be Orofino ball.
Well, St. Mary's has had a couple of good looks on their end of the court, CJ, but unfortunately, mistimed passes or just bad shots have not done well.
Johnson taking directions from coach. Then we'll get it to Tonavold over to Bearden on the right side. Bearden looking for another 3-ball, and it looked exactly the same. Same spot, same result. She hits it. A couple of long balls for Ella Bearden. Now over on the right side, that's Martin. Now inside the Sloper. Sloper slips between defenders and puts it up, and she's going to draw the foul. It's probably on Caitlin Curtis here. And it's either on Curtis or Deo. And it'll be against Deo.
That definitely looked like it was a foul on the floor, but she'll go to the line to shoot a couple now, CJ. And these are the first free throws for St. Mary's.
Sloper's first free throw off the mark.
Today's Maniac postseason game brought to you by Simmons Sanitation, Devco Crushing, and Hanson Garage, Orofino.
Sloper looking at her seconds, and she banks this one in. 1 for 2 from the charity stripe for her, and it should be 28-9. Now Johnson will run the point for Orofino. 3:25 left in the ball game. Over to Bearden, or in the first half. Curtis gets it out, and a little 16-footer from Tonavold, and no good. Curtis there for the rebound. Had it stripped away. Scuffle for the loose ball. Baird comes away with it. 3-on-1 for St. Mary's in transition. Bounces across Elliott. 1 dribble, and is able to bank it in for 2. Brenna Elliott will cut the lead to 17-28-11. Tonavold pressured across half by Elliott. Gets it over to Johnson now on the left wing. Still a 2-3 zone for the Lumberjacks. The pass to the corner was defended well, and it goes out of bounds untouched off of Orofino. Couple of subs into the ball game for the Lumberjacks as Elliott and the Sloper sit down. It'll be Timken and Kieran Elliott into the ball game. Now Brenna Elliott will get over on the right side to Thomas. Thomas to Timken up top. Timken driving middle and is fouled. Probably would have ended up being a travel if she hadn't gotten fouled. She was doing the splits there. They'll stack it up on the right elbow as Thomas takes it out. Underneath, gets it out top to Elliott. That's Brenna Elliott, who skips it across to Kaylee Caldwell in the ball game. And Kieran Elliott couldn't handle it in the corner. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Orofino ball with 2:25 to go in the first half. It's the Orofino Lady Maniacs 28, the St. Mary's Lumberjacks 11. Here at Tonavold now directing traffic. We have a stoppage. And Orofino will have it on the sideline. Must be something to do with the clock. Not sure if they didn't start the clock.
Yeah, it's still at 2:18, CJ. They're going to go ahead and let her go, though.
Johnson shovels it in. Tonavold right back to Johnson on the right wing. Johnson now to the high post. He hands it off to Diffin up top. Diffin to the wing with Johnson back out top. Diffin, 18 on the shot clock. She'll put it up from the free throw line. No good. Tonavold offensive rebound. The one-hander is short as well. Now St. Mary's pushing it back the other way. Elliott ahead to Timken, and she just could not keep her footing. Stumbles around and gets the travel call.
Well, you get into the trees there, CJ, and you're not sure if you want to go left, go right, go straight ahead, and unfortunately, she's just indecision.
Now bringing it up, Tonavold over to the left side with Johnson for the Maniacs. Johnson sees a little bit of space, one dribble, pulls up, and her jumper is partially blocked, but the pass out is tipped and stolen away, and Tonavold right under the bucket, cannot finish. And it'll be Timken now on the outlet from the Lumberjacks with a couple of their ball handlers out there struggling a little bit more as the pass goes to the corner with Caldwell. Caldwell finds under the bucket Thomas, and Thomas is fouled on the ground.
Yeah, Tonavold got all ball, but she came at it from behind, CJ. Kind of hip checked her a little bit.
They're going to call it on the shots here, but there was no shot. But that's the fourth foul against Orofino, so it'll be bonus from here on. And now as Thomas knocks down the free throw, it is 28-12.
Watson's Grocery, Orofino, Best Western Lodge at River's Edge, and Fiesta and Jalisco Mexican Restaurant, backers of the Maniacs here on KLER. Right now, it looks as though Ella Bearden's been asked to tuck her jersey in.
Now Thomas's second free throw glances off the front iron. No good. Curtis with the rebound for Orofino as they get the outlet to Tonnevold, and she'll bring it up just over a minute to go here in the first half. Tonnevold right down the middle, gets it over to Johnson on the left wing. Johnson looking inside, gets it over the top to Curtis. Curtis, the easy turn and finish. And she'll make those all day long. She's now got 7 points in the ball game. Bring it back up Timken. She lost it up for Elliott on the left side. Now skips it back across. Too high for Kieran Elliott. As they went 4 out, 1 in, it goes out of bounds with the Orofino ball near their bench. Orofino was an 18-point lead here just before half. Coach Olive has to be happy with how the ball game has gone to this point. I know there's a few things they could shore up, but Johnson catches on the left wing as Tonnevold cuts corner, then catches corner. Back out to Johnson on the left wing. 18 on the shot clock. Bearden looking for another three. She's 3 for 3 from the three-point line. All here in the second quarter, 33-12. Quickly down the other way. Caldwell catches corner, puts it up, and it rattles around and falls off. No good. Johnson with the rebound, gets it to Tonnevold. Now ahead to Tiffin. Shot clock is off, down to 14 seconds left. Johnson right down the middle, pulls up in the key, and hands it off to Tonnevold. 8 seconds, 7. Reverses around. Bearden looking for another three ball. It's off the back rim. Curtis, the rebound with 3 seconds left, puts it up with one hand, down and out. And with that, the first half comes to a close. The Orofino Lady Maniacs will head into the locker room at half with a commanding 33-12 lead, a 21-point lead over the St. Mary's Lumberjacks here in tonight's Central Idaho League District play-in game. The loser goes home, and the winners stay alive to compete through the district tournament. Both teams head to the locker room, and Jeff and I will take a quick break. We'll be back with the halftime report, some individual statistics along with team statistics. We'll talk a little bit about some of the fundraisers and have a halftime guest. All of that and more coming up on the D-Maniac Halftime Show after this.
It's amazing.
For all of your area high school sports schedules, updates, and recaps, including Lakeside, Kootenai, and of course St. Mary's High School, pick up your copy of the St. Mary's Gazette-Record every Wednesday. Not only will they have game recaps and highlights for area high school sports action, but local news and information. St. Mary's Gazette-Record, pick up a copy today. Country Meats, formerly Scheffelmeyer's, is a proud supporter of Lumberjack Sports. Country Meats offers retail meats as well as custom processing of your farm-raised animals. Country Meats has a retail shop in Harrison currently open on Saturdays, or stop by their main shop at 18500 South Lane Road in Cataldo. Check out Country Meats' website, countrymeatsid.com, and follow them on Facebook for updates on hours and special offers. That's Country Meats, formerly Scheffelmeyer's, also proud supporters of the Benoit County Fair. When you need that morning pick-me-up before work or school, there's one place that comes to mind. It's a place that loves our community, the St. Mary's Lumberjacks, and all the local businesses and people in our village. Shift and Grind in St. Mary's is all about the community. Whether it's helping raise money for the Booster Club or for a family in need, the Shift and Grind family are always ready to help. So be sure to stop by Shift and Grind for your caffeinated needs. Located at 132 First Street in St. Mary's, Shift and Grind says, Go Lumberjacks! If you know which side of a saw cuts wood, and if you can hammer a nail, you can do it yourself. Carpentry, construction, finishing, or framing, around here, you've got it made. You've got 10th Street Lumber. At 10th Street Lumber, we have the answers to your building and repair project questions. Every day, 10th Street Lumber helps homeowners get quality results. For lumber, block, power tools, fixtures, everything you need for a professional job. Don't pick up a nail until you shop 10th Street Lumber. 10th Street Lumber on the corner of 10th and Railroad Avenue in St. Mary's. Wondering how to manage your retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire? Contact Jenny Oakes at Gateway Financial Partners to get the answers to these and all your other financial questions. The securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC. With over 30 years of financial planning, give Jenny Oakes a call at Gateway Financial Partners today. The guidance is free. The experience is priceless. Call 245-5255. Fall is coming and, of course, cold weather. Now's the time to stock up on a few things. XXX Feeds has magnetic wood pellets in stock, and it's never too early to be ready for the cold weather. XXX Feeds also has alfalfa in stock as well as straw. And if you have some four-legged woodland friends that look a little hungry, XXX Feeds can keep you loaded up on deer feed and deer blocks. Don't wait until the last minute. Stop by XXX Feeds in St. Mary's today.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
What makes high school sports here in Idaho so special? They do. You do.
We all do.
This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Statistics, and Sierra Tonavold with 2. Liv Johnson has 6. Caitlin Curtis with 7. Riley Diffin has 9. And actually tying Riley Diffin for the scoring lead is Ella Bearden, who just broke out in that second quarter with 3 balls. She has really been hot from the three-point line, and she hopes to continue that in the second half and throughout the postseason. That is what Coach Olive wants her to do. He encourages her to shoot the ball when she's in there, and she has been hot tonight.
You know, Orofino is shooting well as a team, inside and outside. They've had a couple of boinkers when it comes to that free throw line shooting. You would think that these kids would be, have a little bit better chance at sinking those. I mean, they're halfway down and they roll out, like we were talking with Riley Diffin's free throw. It was halfway down when it came out. And then they've shot some shots that, as you said, Riley on a fast break underneath just found herself too far underneath the bucket. Got good glass, but unfortunately she connected with the bottom of the rim. That shot that you said that she probably wished she could have back. She was wide open, and you hate to lose those.
Yeah, you do. There have been a couple of those, and I know Orofino wants to try and change that in the second half. Make sure you take advantage of all your easy opportunities. A lot of times games that come down to that, but they have done enough to build a pretty good lead going into the half as they lead this one by 21-33 to 12. And of course, a lot of the fans have come out, and it's pretty much a tradition that you can get out there, take your shoes off, and shoot around a little bit in your socks at the half while you wait for the teams to come out, having a little bit of fun doing that. Not doing the chuck-a-duck here tonight. That must be done.
I think those fundraisers are over with now that we've gone into the postseason. Of course, the Maniac boys basketball team, they've got a fundraiser. They just finished collecting people's names for a dozen donuts from Krispy Kreme, and those are going to get delivered here this next week. I'm having some delivered to the station, CJ, so you just have right at them, okay?
Yeah. I think actually, if you want to last second order some of those, today is the last day that you can order those, so you can get your orders in today and get some Krispy Kremes for your sweetheart for Valentine's Day. That's when they will be delivering those. I believe the day before Valentine's Day and Valentine's Day is when they're going to be delivering those. So it is time for Jeff and I to take another halftime break. We'll be back with the rest of the halftime reports and the start of the third quarter here from Orofino High after this.
Tournament time is here, and
can you hear me now? For people suffering from hearing loss, there is no humor in that statement. Let Paradigm Hearing Center in St. Mary's help. With nearly a decade in the hearing healthcare industry, Paradigm Hearing Center in St. Mary's is ready to help. From hearing evaluations to custom ear molds and everything in between, trust the professionals at Paradigm Hearing Center in St. Mary's. Call them today to schedule a comprehensive hearing evaluation at 208-582-2600. That's 208-582-2600. Paradigm Hearing Center, shifting the future of hearing health.
St. Mary's Realty is a St. Mary's icon. Why? Because they are a team. They work for you. And they've been a team for many years. Whether you are buying your first home, looking for a recreational cabin, or selling your current home, St. Mary's Realty puts their team on it for you. So stop in or give them a call today at 245-4502 and let their team be your team. That's St. Mary's Realty at 726 Main Avenue, St. Mary's.
Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat, located next to Harvest Foods in St. Mary's. Open 24 hours, we have washers and dryers of all sizes to get your laundry done quickly. If you'd like to get your laundry done in less than 5 minutes, take advantage of our drop-off laundry service where we wash, dry, and fold it for you. While you do your laundry, be sure to take advantage of our touchless automatic car wash, which has that great undercarriage spray to get the grime off. Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat can be found at riverbendbubbles.com or call 208-582-4844.
Whistle Stop Coffee and More has come a long way from the little shop on Railroad Avenue. How far? Not only did they upgrade their Railroad Avenue location, they added a second location. That second location for Whistle Stop Coffee and More is on 313 St. Joe River Road. Both locations offer tasty drinks of coffee, Red Bull, or Lotus Energy, and food options, from acai bowls to cookies and delicious bagel sandwiches. Whistle Stop Coffee and More is the perfect stop for a quick bite and a drink on your way to work or school. Whistle Stop Coffee and More in St. Mary's.
Delicious soups like...
Does your furry friend need a bath? Don't want to deal with the hassle and the mess from bathing your furry friend? Make an appointment with Barks & Bubbles Groom Shop today. Barks & Bubbles, located at 402 North 10th Street in St. Mary's, will have your furry friend looking and feeling like $1 million in no time. And guess what? No mess at home, no scratches, and no getting soaked from head to toe. Let Barks & Bubbles Groom Shop handle the work. Barks & Bubbles Groom Shop also offers pet boarding. Call for an appointment today at 208-245-5755. That's 208-245-5755. Barks & Bubbles Groom Shop in St. Mary's.
And then in the other ball game, we have the Highland Lady Huskies hosting the St. John Bosco Patriots. And then should Orofino hang on and win this ball game, we will also bring you that game against Grangeville tomorrow. As we start the third quarter, St. Mary's with the ball. Thomas gets it in the corner now inside the sloper. She's doubled. The pass away, stolen away. Tonavold has to go down to the ground after it, and she's tied up with Baird. Baird rolls over Tonavold, and it'll be Orofino ball. Orofino has built themselves a nice lead, 33-12. They'll look to hang on to that here as they pressure just across half, and the pass is tipped and stolen away. Elliott pushing in transition across to Baird. Baird muscling her way down low, but the pass across the key is stolen by Tonavold. They get it out to Johnson. I'm sure St. Mary's going to try and pressure defensively as they extend their defense well out past the three-point line. Bearden now gets to the corner. Diffin jumper from the baseline rattles off, no good. And the board, but then the steal on is the outlet pass, and Tonavold pass underneath to Diffin. It goes off her hand and goes out of bounds across the way.
A little sloppy in the first 50 seconds of this third quarter of play. CJ, more turnovers than shots.
And Elliott, she actually has 3 fouls. She played a good majority of the first half with those 3 fouls. She'll give it to Baird now into the corner with Turner. No, sorry, I keep saying Turner. That's Martin. There's not even a Turner on the roster. Johnson will bring it up the right side. Orofino gets it to a trailing at Tonavold, who swings it over to Bearden. Bearden with those 3 balls. Skips it corner to Diffin. Diffin blows by her defender underneath. Draws the offside defender, and a 3 in the key call against Caitlin Curtis will turn it over.
Yeah, you can't live in the paint.
Cannot. It would be an unfair advantage if a 6'5" person could sit under there all day long. Over in the corner, it is Martin. Martin now inside to kick out. Open 3 for Elliott. It rattles off, no good. And Diffin with the rebound gets it out to Johnson as Maniacs get it back. Now Tonavold brings it up the far sideline, and she has Martin on her. Now over on the left side with Bearden. Still the 2-3 zone as it skips across. Tonavold just inside the 3-point line. Hoists it up a little short. Tries to follow her own shot. Nearly able to tie it up, but the pass ahead. A 2-on-1 in transition as Thomas pulls up on the block. Pump fake to get her defender in the air, but cannot slip it by Bearden. And Johnson pushing the tempo back the other way will pull up at the elbow. Hits a trailing Tonvold on the right wing. Now up top with Johnson. Swings it over to Bearden. Then cuts corner. Johnson. She'll skip it across to Tonvold, and Tonvold was pressured and couldn't hang on as it stripped away. Baird had a hand on it. It goes out of bounds on the baseline. It'll be Johnson taking it out as they put one each free throw line extended, one each elbow. Johnson gets it out to the wing, and now up top with Tonvold who will set up the offense. It is Johnson that catches wing and gets it back to Tonvold in the corner. Quick pass inside to Deo over the top. And over the back, foul call on Sloper, defending that post-entry pass. Simpkins to check in the ball game, her first minutes of the third quarter, along with Kieran Elliott. Baird will sit down, as does Sloper. Johnson gets it just behind the free throw line. Bearden's jumper off the inbound, no good, a little bit short. Simpkin pushing it back the other way, long pass ahead to Elliott. Elliott skips it across, an open three ball on the way for Martin, and it is off the side iron. Tonvold controls the rebound as the Lumberjacks extend their zone. Bearden catches on the left wing, takes one dribble, picks it up, gets it to Tonvold right next to her. Tonvold sees a crease in the zone, drives middle, puts up the runner, gets the bounce. And Sierra Tonvold now has 4 points, 35-12. Orofino leads it, under 5 to go in the third. Long pass ahead. Nice find to Kieran Elliott underneath, but Tonvold able to tie it up, and she goes down the ground and avoids the travel. Gets it out to Johnson. Johnson will run the points for Orofino. Met at the three-point line by Elliott. Picks up her dribble, looking for somewhere to go. Gets Bearden on the right wing. Bearden, runner from the right side as she just slipped by her defender. And the outlet pass tipped and stolen away by Johnson. Puts it up hard off the backboard with her left. Now Kieran Elliott with the rebound. She was stumbling backwards, losing her footing as she was braced against Bearden. But Bearden moved, and now a foul call against Bearden.
That's her second of the evening.
And the first team foul for Orofino in the third quarter, one apiece for the two teams. Now the pass to the high post. Timken catches. She's got two white jerseys right around her. Able to get it to the corner. Martin will hoist up the three ball. Rattles in and out, no good. And Diffin chinning the strong rebound. She'll get it to Tonvold.
Diffin and the Maniacs doubling up on rebounds over St. Mary's.
Wow. Johnson gets a little room to get by her defender. Her jumper doesn't fall. Deo, the offensive rebound follow. Can't get it either, and it is tied up with Kieran Elliott. Arrow is the way of the Lumberjacks. Orofino Maniacs 35, the St. Mary's Lumberjacks 12 here. With 3:40 left in the third quarter. Timken now at the point. Gets it over on the left side with Brenna Elliott. Elliott brings it around top. Gets to the right side with Caldwell. Caldwell was doubled, and Bearden tipped it in the hands of Diffin, who is now fouled. And foul goes against Braylee Caldwell. Orofino will get it. Now Curtis in for Diffin. On the floor is Tonvold, Johnson, Bearden, Dale, and Curtis. As Bearden gets it inside to Johnson. Quick pass to Curtis. Turnaround, one-hander, no good. And a scuffle for the rebound. She goes down and gets it, but is then tied up as we have a pile-up on the floor. Martin emerges from the bottom of it with the ball. And Orofino will have it after the jump ball. Baird will check in for the Lumberjacks. Elliott sits down. Put one on each wing, one on each elbow. Into Bearden, wide open in the corner off the inbound. Hoists up a three ball. It's off the back rim, no good. Dale tracks down the long board. Tonvold, quick pass inside, middle of the key. Turnaround shot from Curtis is short. And then Martin with the rebound gets it to Timken. Timken weaving through traffic. Long pass ahead to Kieran Elliott. Somehow able to catch it and get it out to Baird. But Baird loses her footing and it's off her. Out of bounds in the far corner. Seeing her first action of the ball game, Kelly Keneally, newly added to the roster. Johnson, met by a couple across half, gets it to Tonvold. They're looking to trap just across half as it's now reversed into the hands of Bearden. Quick pass inside to Deo. Deo back out to Bearden. Now hands it off to Johnson. Now to the corner with Tonvold. Tonvold, jumper from the baseline is long. Another offensive rebound for Orofino. Johnson with a 16-footer from the top. And that rattles off no good. Now Baird pushing it up the floor, gets it in the left corner to Keneally, and Timken open for three. She knocks it down. Camden Timken with a three ball. It is 35-15, back to a 20-point game. Just over 2 to go in the third quarter. This game flying by. Johnson on the right wing as then Tonvold goes to the corner. Bearden gets it to the high post. The jumper from Curtis is no good. Now the pass ahead to Timken in transition off the St. Mary's rebound. She pulls up an old school crossover move, but did not finish the bucket. She had a nice look, though, as Johnson now controls it for Orofino. Tonvold on the right wing tries to get it across, all the way across to the other side of the key, and Dale was not close enough to catch it.
CJ, after a hot shooting first half, these teams have watched 6.5 minutes go by and only score 5 points between the two of them.
Yeah, Orofino with 2 and St. Mary's with 3. And Lee Caldwell has it stripped away in the backcourt off the pressure. Bearden takes the pass and gets it inside to Tonvold, who had nice position. Bearden to Tonvold as she was posting up waiting for that. 37-15, more full court pressure, and they force a turnover in the and it'll be Orofino a ball in the backcourt. Tonvold will take the inbound. Gets it over to Bearden on the left wing. Quick pass inside to Deo. Deo is doubled, but able to get it to the middle of Curtis. Nice post-to-post pass underneath Curtis to Liv Johnson. And Liv Johnson with the finish. She's got 8. Once again, full court pressure. Timken controlling it, and a foul call. She had
I think it's going to be on Liv.
It's going to be Sierra. Looks like Tonvold has her third called against her, and she will head to the bench. As checking in for her is Sadie Olive. Long pass inbounds to Keneally. Keneally can't handle the pass, and Olive immediately with a steal. Gets it to Johnson. Nice find wide open underneath Curtis. One dribble. Will take it up and finish. Caitlin Curtis. Now with 9 in the ball game, and it's ahead to Deo after the steal in the backcourt. Johnson has it blocked away underneath, but it stays with Orofino as Bearden catches out top. Gets it inside to Johnson. One dribble to the right, and cannot hit the short jumper. Caitlin Curtis, the offensive rebound, and she puts it up from the middle of the key, and Orofino starting to get going as it's 43-15. Another turnover off the inbounds, off the full court pressure. Quick pass inside to Liv Johnson, and she's got another bucket. 45-15, down to 5 seconds left in the third, and Kieran Elliott throws it away in the backcourt once again. Curtis steals it, and at the buzzer, Johnson puts it up. It banks in good, but they wave off the bucket. Didn't get it off in time, but nonetheless, Orofino finishes the third quarter with a 30-point advantage, 45-15. Jeff and I take a break. Final quarter action coming up after this.
Show your spirit and unleash your school colors with a debit MasterCard from P1 FCU. With our exclusive high school and college designs, you can represent your school with pride. To join the P1 FCU Mascot Madness, visit p1fcu.org to see all our designs. P1 FCU, a Pacific Northwest original since 1938. Insured by NCUA.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch, breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary's.
Play Orofino absolutely dominating the St. Mary's Lumberjacks in this one. A single elimination play-in game as Sloper catches on the left wing as the Jacks start off the third with the ball. It'll be Baird on the left wing now, looking for space, gets it inside to Sloper. She's in deep, has it blocked away. She tries to take it up for the baseline into the hands of Baird. Baird sends Bearden flying, and I think it's just going to be a jump ball, but it was an exciting one.
It was, too. You know, I'll tell you, St. Mary's with this maniac zone, they cannot seem to pressure the ball in bounds, so they go to the outside, try to move it in, and then they turn the ball over.
They want to trap just across half, but Johnson gets it to Curtis. Tries to go post to Diffin, but it's stolen away. Pushing it up the right side is Thomas. Thomas loses the handle, tracks it down in the corner. Bearden goes flying again, and the pass to the wing is batted away, and it'll be Orofino ball as it goes off Sloper.
So Ella couldn't keep her feet, so she rolled out of bounds. I mean, she did a forward roll. Looked good.
Is this basketball or gymnastics? It goes to the top of the key with Curtis, and she looks like she was going to take it up, and Flint dumps it down to Diffin. Diffin takes it up strong, gets hammered, and we'll go to the free throw line to shoot two, and I think we have a running clock right now.
Well, they are.
Yeah, and Diffin will try her first free throw. She knocks it down.
Our game tonight is brought to you by friends including Debco Construction, Renata's Cakery, and Simmons Natal Sanitation.
46-15, Orofino up 31. Diffin's second free throw, nothing but net. Good. Orofino much better from the charity stripe here tonight than they have been much of the season. 47-15. Baird pushing it up the floor, gets it to Elliott in the left corner, skips it across to Martin, who hands it off to Thomas. Inside Sloper, quick jumper is short. Curtis with another rebound. Baird all over her, but Curtis able to keep a handle, outlet ahead, and that's Alina Paul now in the ball game for Orofino. And she gets it over to Johnson. Johnson attacking, kicking, corner. Right back to Johnson on the give and go. She got it to Diffin. And Johnson scores underneath assist to Riley Diffin. Liz Johnson in double figures. Back the other way, Baird on the baseline. Gets it out to Martin. Martin on the left wing. Comes off a screen from Sloper to bring it around top. Then back to Baird on the left side. Blows by her defender. Goes up underneath, and Curtis sends it flying.
Nice check shot by Curtis. Her job is to go ahead and guard underneath that basket. As the ball was going up, she just slapped it out of bounds.
Great help side defender. Elliott takes the inbound in the corner, gets it inside Sloper. Quick pass out to Baird. One dribble left, puts up the jumper off the side of the rim. No good. Curtis with the rebound. Gets it out to Sadie Olive. Olive will bring it up as nobody comes on her. It is now she hands it off to Paul. Paul with a runner from the left side and didn't fall, but Diffin fighting for the rebound, puts it back up, and Diffin going to take another trip to the charity stripe.
She was just 2 for 2 there a moment ago, CJ. Right now, Orofino 5 of 8. It just shows you what can happen when you take the pressure off. That bucket looks giant.
And Diffin knocks down her free throw. She's 3 for 3 from the charity stripe here in the final quarter.
Peak Physical Therapy, the real estaters, best builders, they are backers. And look at that. Johnson has just gone to the bench. I think her night might be done.
Hadley Peterson sees her first action of the evening, and Riley Diffin's second free throw is no good. The Jacks with the rebound, 4:13 to go. Long pass up the sideline to Elliott. Elliott brings it around top, gets it over to Baird. Baird open from mid-range, and her jumper is no good. The rebound to Sadie Olive. Alina Paul will bring it up the floor. The defender gets by her, and she's tripped up from behind. She hit the ground hard.
And you take a look at Baird. She said, "What? That wasn't me." She has her hands up. Wasn't me.
I didn't do it. I was on the ground. Alina Paul gets it over to Hadley Peterson. Now the high post. Curtis turns, gets it over to Olive. Quick pass to Alina Paul. Back to Olive on the left side. Inside to Caitlin Curtis. And the post entry is batted back and stolen. And it is Thomas that is fouled. Down to 3:25 to go in the ball game. 50-15 Orofino. As they have a commanding lead in this one. Curtis will go to the bench. Paige Dale into the ball game. It is ahead with now Thomas inside Sloper, back out. Martin will loft up a 3-ball, and she gets that to go. Bailey Martin with her first points of the evening, 50-18. Alina Paul gets it up to Hadley Peterson on the right wing, and Peterson travels.
Hadley with those long gazelle-like legs, CJ. She was looking as though she was going to run and pass at the same time, but unfortunately took steps.
And it is now Baird that has the top of the key, gets it over on the left side. The jumper on the way from Elliott, and she hits the 3, her second 3-ball of the evening, 50-21. Alina Paul will bring it up the floor on the left side for Orofino, crosses back to the right, gets it to the wing with Peterson, quick pass to the high post is stolen by Sloper. Sloper pushing the tempo back the other way, and her pass too high down the floor for Baird. Tonnevold will check into the ball game along with Mackenzie Miser for Orofino, as Sadie Olive and Riley Diffin will sit down. And now for Orofino, Sierra Tonnevold, Hadley Peterson, Alina Paul, Paige Dale, and Mackenzie Miser. Paul will run the points, gets it to the high post with Dale, gets it to Peterson. Peterson lofts it up underneath, and Miser, quick pass right back to Dale inside, and Dale is fouled. Orofino again heading to the free throw line.
Yeah, this is Paige Dale's first free throw attempts of the night, CJ, and right now Orofino is 6 of 9, so they've done a much better job from the free throw line.
Dale's free throw off the back rim does not go.
Terry Bowling of Camus Financial Services, Riverside Physical Therapy. They are Orofino Maniac sponsors on this broadcast.
Dale lining up another. It is off the mark, off the back rim, but Tonnevold skies up for the rebound. It's a trailing Paul, but not before she travels. And just over a minute to go in the ball game. Looks as though Orofino is going to be headed to Grangeville tomorrow night, as will I. Pass goes into Danica Sloper and gets it over on the right side with Thomas. Thomas pass to the middle, and Baird able to come away with it. She sends the defender flying. And nice move to get a little bit of space as she drops it in from short. Avery Baird with a bucket, 50-23. Now Tonnevold with a couple defenders ahead of her, gets it to Peterson on the wing, pass inside to Dale, middle of the key. The defense collapses on her, and a jump ball will tie that up.
Nobody to inbounds it for St. Mary's. There we go. Now we got somebody going back.
Clock is ticking away. 17 seconds left. Baird in the backcourt against Peterson. Gets it across half. She's got Peterson closely defending her. Danica Sloper will heave it up from behind the three-point line. That through backboard. Paul back the other way, and the final seconds in the ball game tick away, and that is your buzzer. It marks the end of the ball game as the Orofino Maniacs keep their season alive for at least one more day. They defeat their league rivals, the St. Mary's Lumberjacks, 50-23 to win the best 2 out of 3 series on the season and send the St. Mary's Lumberjacks packing as they will start getting ready for their spring sports. And the Lady Maniacs get a date with the Grangeville Bulldogs tomorrow night. The team's shaking hands and getting ready to head to the locker room. Coach Dave Olive has to be pretty happy with the way that his team showed up here tonight. They had this one from the opening buzzer, or the opening tip-off, all the way to the final buzzer.
You know, CJ, I thought Orofino just came out and played very aggressive. They wanted to make sure they won that first quarter, and they won it well, out-rebounding St. Mary's. They created a lot of turnovers, and so the Maniacs on the way to that 14-5 advantage. They led by 9. They finish up winning this one by 27 points.
Wow. I wouldn't be surprised if that is the biggest margin of victory on the season for the Lady Maniacs. They dominated this one all the way through, and hats off to the Lady Maniacs. They're going to need more of that energy tomorrow night as they will butt heads with their biggest rival, the Grangeville Bulldogs, and also the top dogs in the Central Idaho League. Jeff and I will take a quick break. We'll be back with some individual statistics, hopefully be hearing from Coach Dave Olive. All of that and more. Of course, we have the Pete's Factory Player of the Game announcement. That's all coming up after this on the Maniac Post-Game Show.
Tournament time is here.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? Do you need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home or shop? You need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Idaho. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the IHSAA and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Well, well, well. Are you in need of a reputable, experienced, and knowledgeable well drilling and pump company? Look no further than Interstate Drilling and Pump. Interstate Drilling and Pump drills new wells, deepens existing wells, installs and repairs pumps, and does well testing both for water quality and gallons per minute. Interstate Drilling and Pump has 24-plus years of experience and serves from Moscow to Rathdrum and the Silver Valley. Well, what are you waiting for? Get on their schedule today. That's Interstate Drilling and Pump, 208-245-5101. 208-245-5101, Interstate Drilling and Pump.
Tax time is here again. I know, it's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care, so you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
Janelle Martin Holmes, your Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's, is a proud Lumberjack supporter because they're her hometown team. When it comes to insurance, that's also one reason so many people in St. Mary's choose Farm Bureau Insurance. They have a complete line of insurance products including auto, home, commercial, and life, plus they have great customer service and competitive rates. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Mary's. So let's hear it for our hometown teams. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's at 105 North 8th Street, St. Mary's.
I'm not sure what it is. Early in the season, we just struggled, and here in the last few weeks, we've really been working on it, and I'm certainly proud of the girls for getting in there and battling. And St. Mary's is a small team. They got some girls in there that could rebound, but extremely proud of my girls for getting in there and taking care of business.
Another area that saw improvement, shooting from the free throw line, shot much better here tonight. Has that been a focus as well?
Yeah. So one girl, Ella Bearden, has really emerged, not just her exclusively, but in practice, she's been putting in the work, and she kind of lit them up there in the second quarter. I think she was maybe 3 for 3 there in the second quarter. But it's something that's starting to come alive. It's late in the season. I wish we would have kind of developed maybe a little earlier, but we're seeing great growth, and I couldn't be more proud of those girls.
Most definitely. And so you get this victory here tonight, 50-23. Now you don't have very long to think about it. You have a quick turnaround tomorrow night. You have to head to Grangeville, and Grangeville, an absolute juggernaut in the Central Idaho League. What is the game plan for that ball game?
Hey, we're just going to take this momentum and roll it in tomorrow, and like you said, it's a short turnaround, but maybe that's to our advantage. We'll just take what we've learned here tonight, roll it in tomorrow, and just play hard, and we'll just see what tomorrow ends up.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing what you can do tomorrow night against Grangeville. I want to let you go so you can celebrate this victory with your girls a little bit, but we'll see you tomorrow night. Congratulations on the victory.
All right. Thanks, CJ. Appreciate it.
That is the Maniacs head coach, Dave Olive, everyone. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with some team and individual scoring statistics, Pizza Factory player of the game, all of that and more coming up on the rest of the post-game show, and Jeff and I return after this.
Right now at Les Schwab, it's the deal you've been waiting for. The Score More sales event. Save up to $160 instantly on a wide selection of 4 tires and 4 wheels. Plus, every tire is covered by America's best tire warranty. 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. Just one more way you'll get more from less. Stop by the store or find your tires at leschwab.com. Limited time offer while supplies last. See leschwab.com/sale for details.
Larry's Truck Repair and Sales in St. Mary's is a proud supporter of Lumberjack Sports. Larry's Truck Repair and Sales is actually much more than the name says. Not only are they a repair shop and sales center for your big rig needs, whether it's a log truck or a dump truck, Larry's Truck Repair and Sales can get you back on the road. Larry's Truck Repair also offers trucking, pit run rock, dirt work, asphalt paving, and seal coating. You could say Larry is a jack of all trades. Larry's Truck Repair and Sales located at 489 West Meadowhurst Road in St. Mary's. Give them a call at 208-582-0556. Larry's Truck Repair and Sales.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack Sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Mary's community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreational facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our community. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh yeah, and let's not forget those lumberjacks.
There are some Pizza Factory. And we welcome you back here once again as we wrap up our broadcast here tonight from Orofino High School. The Orofino Lady Maniacs, a big victory over their league rivals, the St. Mary's Lumberjacks, 50-23 in this one. They'll have one night to celebrate, and then they have to turn their focus to the Grangeville Bulldogs, the number 1 seed in the district tournament. Tomorrow we'll have there will be 2 Central Idaho League games tomorrow. They'll also have Kellogg will be hosting Priest River. And then, of course, the winner of that game and the winner of Grangeville and Orofino tomorrow will then face off. Let's take a look at some team statistics for the...
Just real quickly, CJ, we can let you know the Maniacs won this game largely because of their rebounding advantage. They used their height, they used the muscle, and they out-rebound St. Mary's better than a 2-to-1 advantage. Maniacs shot 55% from the free throw stripe. Good job for those kids tonight. And overall, 35% from the field shooting for the Maniacs. They dropped 20 of 59, 4 3-pointers on the night. St. Mary's had to try and live and die by the 3-pointer. They found themselves down all night long. CJ, look at this. Better than half of their shots tonight are treys. They only end up shooting 8 of 27 on the night for 30%, but 5 of those 8 free throws are, 5 of those 8 field goals are.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, just crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, Orofino winning in all aspects of this ball game. We'll take a look at our individual scoring statistics. Leading the way for the Maniacs was Caitlin Curtis underneath. She had 13. Liv Johnson and Riley Diffin right behind her with 12 apiece. Ella Bearden had 9, and Sierra Tonfold rounds out the scoring with 6. On the other side for the Lumberjacks, Brenna Elliott with 8 and 3 apiece for Maddie Thomas, Bailey Martin, and Camden Timken. Avery Baird had 5, and Danica Sloper with the final points, and the Maniacs win it 50-23. We have one thing left to cover. That's tonight's Pizza Factory Player of the Game recipient, and the Lady Maniacs. It was a complete team effort. They really all did their jobs here tonight, and you see the results on the scoreboard. You could give it to Caitlin Curtis leading the way scoring, Liv Johnson, Riley Diffin, fantastic efforts as always, each with 12 apiece, and they had to have double-digit rebounds, a couple of them probably with double-doubles in the ball game. But I'm going to go with the girl that Coach Olive mentioned has been fantastic in practice, really putting in the work, and it showed here tonight. She was fantastic in that second quarter. She hit 3 balls. She did miss one near the end of the quarter. She was 3 for 4 in the second quarter from the 3, and that is Ella Bearden. I don't think on those three shots, I don't think she hit the rim.
CJ, she shoots very well from the right side of the bucket. When she hit those 3 3-pointers, then she launched from the left side, hit the rim, bounced off. So there's it was from the left side. That was the difference.
Yeah, so Ella Bearden, fantastic performance tonight. We're looking for another one tomorrow night as the Lady Maniacs face off against Grangeville. So you'll receive a certificate good for personal pizza and a medium soft drink of your choice from our good friends at the Pizza Factory in Orofino. So we have tons of basketball here throughout the weekend, but we hope that you will tune in tomorrow night as the Orofino Lady Maniacs take on the number 1 seed in the Central Idaho League, the Grangeville Bulldogs. Will have live coverage starting with pregame at 5:45 at tip-off at 6 from Grangeville High, and we'll also have live coverage on our YouTube channel, KLER 1300 AM, so we hope that you will tune in and support the Maniacs.
Well, good luck tomorrow night in that broadcast, CJ. You and I also have stops at different schools tomorrow. I'll have Nez Perce versus Timberline from Bradley Gym. That's going to be on AM 13 KLER beginning at 1:45, and you are going to be just up the prairie a little bit at Highland High School as the Huskies take on the St. John Bosco Patriots. That's another 1:45 pregame on Sister Station 103.3.
Yeah, it's a busy day for postseason basketball, and I'll just pack everything up and book it to Grangeville.
Get a sandwich, make bologna, peanut butter jelly, whatever it is, and eat in the car.
Yeah, that's what will be happening. We have a weekend full of postseason basketball, and we hope that you will tune in for all of it. But as they get the place cleaned up here at Orofino High, we have to get home as well. So I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. And the final results, 50-23, Lady Maniacs will win it. For Jeff Jones, I'm CJ Thompson, and we'd like to bid you all a very pleasant good evening.
Thank you for listening in today to another Orofino High School Athletics presentation of Maniac Basketball on KLER.
You've been listening to another production of Lumberjack Sports on KOFE 1240 St. Mary's, your Lumberjack Sports Network. We thank you for tuning in and hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We also want to thank our Lumberjack Sports broadcast sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Until next time, same as always, go Lumberjack!